Check. 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 And that's it. We are up here for the quarterfinals. It's all starting here. Boundary to start other things here to this evening. Siddharth CR. Jithan just alongside with Vivek here to open the innings. The very first ball itself, they were able to bring that boundary. That's a good delivery there from the left arm seamer. That was coming into the right-hander. That's a good leave there from the right-hander. The ball was moving away. In 3 balls, 4 runs. And that too in the form of extras. The batter getting ready, Siddharth CR, the left-hand seamer. Quarterfinals number 1 of Spinvic Cup. Just a push forward. There is a fielder. Amal S. Nair. Standing there in the covers. The first 6 from the best 12 came in here to play the knockouts of the tournament, starting with quarterfinals. Swing and a miss. A very good delivery to watch out. The ball was coming in and moving away. When it comes to the bowler's perspective, he's not conceding anything there. Boundary in the form of a bye. Other than that, Siddharth CR delivering 5 straight dot balls. Just 4 runs on board here for Crick-IT. Jithan, Justin and Vivek. The 2 batters there to open the innings. Swings, misses, and that's it into the over. First one, what a great one to start. Nothing wrong with the line, nothing wrong with the lengths. Everything went positive here for the bowler. Just see the way he finishes the over. That was again coming in. He's getting that light movement into the right-hander. Thereafter the ball is pitching away. 1 over done. It's 4 runs on board for no loss. Over number 2 to start. And it's Rajkumar. It's an appeal, the first ball. Calling for a height. And he's alongside with Srihari to officiate the quarterfinals here for Spinvic Cup 2026. Spinvic, a venture from Talrop. And thank you to all the partners. The gear partner Cricket Shack. Apparel partner Ludis. Ice cream partner Amore. Gelato Cafe. And now again. They're trying to bowl at the line of stumps. Oh, from the byes. Once again, they are getting runs on board. Leg by signaled. One more run at it. Nothing off the bat. Nothing off from the bat so far. All 8 balls. And all 5 runs off from byes and leg byes. Going down the leg. And definitely it is going to be a wide. Extra is added to the total. And extras running the total, I can see. 18 overs game, the quarterfinals. The knockout game. They're not going to get another chance here. Finishing at top 3 lots by winning 2 matches. With better NRR made them to play the first quarterfinals against the one team who positioned at the 6th spot out of 12. Crick-IT with just 2 points with better NRR. Playing the quarterfinals here in Palace Oval, Tripunithura. The things are starting here from the canal end. Jidin, Justin, Vivek. When you see the tournament, Jidin, the one to start really well with the bat. And now it's a flick. And that was like a click. What a strike it is. First boundary off from the bat. And the first runs off from the bat. Just a very good wrist work. And that glance made it perfect. 10 up on the cards. This is over number 2. And it's a great start. Again he flicks it. Again he is finding the gap. And that is running away for a boundary. More runs adding to the total. They were patiently waiting for their turn. When the movement got enough, Jidin Justin just trying and finding boundaries there. And it's all looking really good for Crick-IT. Crick-IT CC started with 248, then with 255. On all those occasions, they were able to score runs. And now see that placement on the back foot. Better tap to get a better connection. That was such lovely to watch end to the over. The batter finishing that over on a high note. After 2, it's 18 for no loss. This is some good start. Crick-IT CC. When you see the first 9 balls, there was nothing off from the bat for them. And thereafter, it was very smooth to watch. Good timing. And he was middling the ball really well, Jidin Justin. Here comes Siddharth. Here to continue. First ball. Trying to power up on the first ball itself. Someone who uses bottom hand power often. KV. This is the 3rd over to the quarterfinals. And now, just the slash, and that power went right for the right-hander. Now the things looking very comfortable here for Crick-IT. Nothing bad with the delivery, but Vivek is ready to take that risk. Since at the power play, Only 5 overs they got. They will try and accumulate runs. Winning the toss, batting first, scoring runs on board, and then defending it is a style they love. Shorter in lengths. Cuts it fine in front of the square. Another good over in progress here for Crick-IT. The fast bowlers started really well. So here Siddharth was trying to put some good effort there to the ball. Was trying to hit that one hard on the surface. But once after pitching, it was coming easy to the bat. 26 on cards. 5 boundaries in last 6 balls. A very good comeback here from Crick-IT. And now he's playing it straight over the field. A clear second field. Niyaz Rawat, the man out there in the mid-on. And now this man looks unstoppable. With that boundary hitting ability. The pair is looking so good for them as openers. Having Vivek and Jithan Justin once again on top. They are getting that confident start with runs on power plays. Just 16 balls later from the start. They are here to make 30 runs on board. And this is some big start. Swings, misses, just away from the right-hander. And now that was so good to watch. When you got that ability to swing the new ball, trying for something different is not a good idea, definitely. Pitch up, gets it, and that's it all the way. Started with the maiden, and now in this over, he's been hit for 18 runs. How well they changed their attitude. Once again, slightly uppish, and he played that one up and over. And that goes to the distance. 3 down, it's 36 for no loss here for Crick-IT. Some good shot and some big start after 3 overs. They are getting the things right under their control. That's a good shot, and that is straight and enough. Jithan Justin kind of a timing there. He is an absolute hitter. And it is tough to benefit from his process. Crick-IT needs runs on board. Jithan Justin just making that start alongside with Vivek. And now that's up in the air. Rajkumar. Oh, that's landed safely. Couldn't believe it. There were 3 fielders around. I think the keeper was the one man near to that ball. When you look at that replay, that was off from the edge, up in the air. And the keeper just waiting for the ball to land. Couldn't believe that. That was a big chance to drop. And that will turn the game up and right for sure. What a click. How well he played. And that was so good to watch. When you see this game from the pavilion, you will just excite to see these shots. When the bowler is delivering wrong line, he's punishing it all the way. Nothing much to think. Getting runs on the odd balls is the right idea, and he is producing runs from that. Oh, now that was another one. Another chance. I think the keeper will change for sure. Chandrakant is asking his pads. Again, an extra run has been dropped. That was a very good delivery. Such a brilliant delivery to ball from Rajkumar. Went through the gate, went through the defense. There was no gap between the bat and pads, but still the ball was hanging around the stems, just around the off stem, just over the bails. 50 up on the cards here for Crick-IT. How good that start. Just a calculated one to accomplish right after the first 9 balls. And now he played that one straight back to the bowler. And that's the end story of the over. Not the end, still the balls are there. One more to go. One more to go, very sorry. And now it's a very good shot. Hooked it up by Jithan Justin. Boundary to wind up the over. And that was another big over for them. 15 of that over to come up. And after 4 overs, it's 54 for all here for Crick-IT. What a start this is. Towards the final over of the power play. It all looking really good and interesting. And now the projection shows like 243 more. They can make up here. $54 for Nolos after 4 overs. And there comes Siddharth Seer, and he is here to continue. Ball the first one, and that was the maiden to start here from the left-hand seamer. First ball again, hits it hard on the surface. And that was a better line to bowl there from the left-hand seamer. Was trying to bowl outside the off-stump. The very first over, it all worked for him. The batter was not going for a try. But from the second over, it was Vivek. It was a different striker for him to deliver. And he struck everything with slash and smash. And again, he is changing the line. When you change the line, you will get the hit. You cannot even test for this batter. Something outside the off stump. It's a grand for this right-hander Vivek KV. He created his own room. He just played that one. It was a shorter one. And for the batter, nothing to think. When he is getting the nick and edge right, everything will go positive for him. And now straight back. And that it is another boundary. He bowls that one. It was an over pitch. .62 up on the cards. And now that was on the bats. Fifth over in progress. 62 for no loss. Crick-IT. What a start this is in the power play. They are back with their habit on every power play occasion other than against Wellington. They were able to score over 60 runs. And that resulted in 240 plus in the end of the game. That is from the inside edge. Now it's a chase and see that one. JJ somehow managed and stopped that ball. Another couple more added to the total. 10 of this over. Good comeback from Siddharth here. He went for 18 in the previous one. Flicks it off, and there it is. It is going to be another boundary. The fielder is there and he stopped it somehow. Well done. Good thought, and that's it. End to the over with a couple after 5 at the end of power play. It is 66 for no loss here for Crick-IT. What a start here from Vivek and Jithin Justin. Five overs done. It is 66 on board. And Tanib comes into attack. Flex it, first ball, and that beats the fielder. A very good one to start. Even after power plays, they are leaking runs. And it's easy looking one here for Crick-IT. Jithin, Justin and Vivek. Quickly I can see Chandrakant running behind the bowler to share a thought. I think this is going to work. As a wicket keeper, when you are there close behind the stumps, you are the one to watch a batter so closely, and that is going to benefit. And now it's a dead ball there, signaling there from the umpire. Sixth over in progress. 71 for no loss. Tanib to start with the boundary, then with the wide. Oh, there he is trying for that. Was looking for a big one. Another run as extras added to the total here. 72 for no loss. Tanib here to continue. How more they can add up. And that goes for a single. After 3 straight wides, it's a single taken there. 5.2, 74 for no loss. Under the light, it is going to be an interesting one. And that's well played. Very well played. And what a fielding there in the deep. Jiten J. Kumar got his hand right. And that was a very big save there from the fielder on the touchline. Saving 3 important runs for the team. If you act like that in the field, it is going to benefit the team for sure. And just see. Oh, what a save it is. Excellent. And now he got the hand right. And eye coordination right. Jiten Justin making it in a blink of an eye. Very good shot. Just short length to pick up there from the batter. And that went over the mid-wicket region. That's more runs. It's 79. This is the 6th over. $79 for no loss. Jiten Justin on 35, Vivek KV on 31. And now that was inside the guideline. Just outside the off stump, he delivers that. Tanib. And that's it, well picked. How well he picked the gap. That was an intentional strike played very late. And that was like a passing hint here from the batter. Just connecting that to the middle of the blade. And he got the things right. 6 overs completed. It's 83 for no loss. Jiten Justin, what a start here. And for Crick-IT, they're flying over. And now it's time to welcome Sharats towards the Compox.
$83 for no loss in 6 overs. Jiten batting on 39 of 21. Vivek batting on 31 of 15. No wickets gone till now. Crick-IT completely dominating so far. 83 for no loss after 6. And the new bowler, Jiten J. Kumar, has been introduced by the bowling team Lords. The projected score is 249. And the run rate has been pretty good for Crick-IT. Nicely bowled. Oh, a wide to start off with. The umpire signaled it as a wide ball. Nicely started, Jitin. A nice outswinger there. Again, wide call from the umpire. 2 consecutive wides. Still, he has to bowl the first ball. But Vivek on strike for Crick-IT. This time, straight down the ground. Maximum. What a way to start the first ball. Nothing wrong with the ball. That was a length ball, but the batter played it beautifully. Straight down the ground. Over the bowler's head. Again. Another maximum for Vivek. Last time it was straight down the ground. This time on the offside. Over the cover fielder. What a beautiful shot. Just extended his arms through the line of the ball. And the connection was perfect. 97 on board so far. And this time on the offside. And that's a maximum. Will beat the fielder at sweepers. And with that maximum, 100 up for Crick-IT. 103 for no loss. 100 run partnership so far. The opening partnership has been outstanding. 6.3103. What an opening partnership between Vivek and Jitin. Not a good start for Jitin Ji Kumar. Already conceded 20 runs. But can't blame the bowler on this occasion because the lengths were perfect. This time, the batter trying to play a pull shot. And Vivek brings up to his half century. Well played, Vivek. 50 runs off just 19 balls. And on the other end, we have Jitin, who is batting on 39 of 21 deliveries. Finally, a single coming in that over of Jitin. Nicely pulled away. One bounce over the rope for a boundary. Jitin to Jitin. But the batter Jitin won this contest. A nice pull shot played in front of the square. One bounce over the fence. Runs are leaking. They are playing the shots everywhere on the ground. Nicely flicked away on the onside. And that will go all the way for a boundary. What an over for Crick-IT. 29 runs in this over. Not a good over for Lord's 11. Let's see the replay of the previous ball. Was onto the body and nicely flicked away. The fine leg fielder stopped the chase. 7 overs completed. 1-1-2 for no loss. The bowlers need to plan something out. They need to break this partnership. Then only they will get back in this quarter-final one of Spinvic cricket tournament conducted by Cricmates. The new bowler JJ has been brought into the attack by the captain of Lords. Let's see, can he bring a breakthrough? Can he bring some thing to the table? What a shot over the cover region. All the fielders on the offside were inside the circle, and the batter just had to clear the 30 yards. Again, one bounce over the rope. What a way to welcome JJ with a boundary. Vivek is unstoppable today. He's in a good touch. Nicely played on the up. And that too will be a boundary. One bounce again. The fielder at long off couldn't do anything to keep that out. The ball was on the hitting arc of the batter. And the batter just had to swing it through the line. 2 consecutive boundaries so far. Again. But this time, one bounce. There was a protection out there on the boundary line. With that single, Vivek gets off the strike and will give the strike back to Jitin, who is in a hurry to reach his half century, just 3 runs away. Can he get the half century in this ball? Nicely played it to the backward point region. A quick single taken on that occasion. 1-2 for no loss in an 18-over game. The opening partnership has been amazing. Going for the big sweep shot, but can't find the connection that he was searching for. But not a big deal. Both these batters are connecting well so far. And Jitin on strike, 2 runs away for his half century. And wide call from the umpire. For a moment I thought that was a dot ball, but that is a wide signal from the umpire. Nicely played it on the onside. And with that boundary, it's 50 up for Vivek. Sorry, 50 up for Jitin too. And Jitin raises his bat facing the dugout. We can hear the loud cheering from the Crick-IT. 50 up for both these batters. 8 overs, 1-8 for no loss. Things are right under control of Crick-IT. The bowling team need to find a way as soon as possible to break this partnership between Jitin and Vivek of 1-8. 1 to 8 for no loss. Brilliant start. Not a brilliant start, an outstanding start for Crick-IT in this quarterfinal. And we have Nias will continue the bowling. Going to bowl the first over. Right arm round the wicket. And slight fumble. Slight fumble from the fielder at the mid wicket. Not a good sign for the bowling team. A boundary to start off with again. The fielders must be also under pressure because that is the way both these batters are batting. Again going for a big shot on the onside. And I think there was a chance of a catch. Let's watch the replay. Let's wait for the replay. I think the catch popped from the fielder. Let's see the replay. Nicely struck on the back foot, high up in the night sky. And yes, it is. It went through the hands of the fielder. So 2 consecutive boundaries in this over to Vivek. Striking it really nice. And on the back foot again. But this time, the fielder had no chance. He will just watch the ball sail over his head. A maximum on the third ball. What a shot that is. This time behind square. Waiting for umpire signal. It's a biggie. Another maximum. So 2 consecutive boundaries to begin. 2 consecutive sixes. Now 4, 4, 6, 6. 148 for no loss. 2 runs away from the 150 partnership between these batters. Absolutely a carnage from both these batters, Vivek and Jitin. Excellent display of batting shown by the team Crick-IT so far. The other batters must be praying to get a chance. And now side change from the bowler, right arm over the stumps. A new plan. Ball up in the air, chance for catch. And the first wicket down. Vivek departs. Let's see the replay again. That was a good thinking from the bowler coming. Change of angles, coming right arm over the stumps. And the ball was hidden high up in the air. And the fielder, making no mistake, takes the catch comfortably. And it's 148 for 1. Beautiful innings comes to an end from Vivek. 80 runs of 27 deliveries. We can see the teammates clapping, cheering for Vivek. That was an absolute amazing start given for the team Crick-IT. And we can see a team huddle on the other side for lots. And I'm pretty sure that the wicket of Vivek must bring some relief to the bowling side as the confidence level will increase. And Navaneeth is the new batter. Walks into the middle for Crick-IT. One more ball to go in this over. That was a bit expensive over, but not a big deal. He got the much needed breakthrough for Lords. He got the wicket of Vivek. That was very much needed for Lords. And the batter taking some time to settle down. Navaneeth. Nicely played it through the offside, but will find the fielder at deep covers. A single to get off mark. And that's the completion of 9 overs. 149 for loss of 1. Nias finally got the breakthrough that the team, Lords, were searching for. And that was a good catch taken by the fielder. Running backwards, it's never easy. And especially when the lights are on, it's not so easy to judge the ball and take the catch. The lights are on. It's the first game in this day in lights. Thank you, Palace Oval Ground, Tripunithura, for providing us the lights facilities so that the players can play under the lights. Let's get back. Rajkumar brought into the attack again. And he's adjusting the field. We have a third man outside the circle. A deep point. A deep covers. A wideish. Long off. We can see that there is no fielder on the outside of the circle. So the plan remains same. Going to bowl outside the off stump. Again, nicely bowled according to the field that he has set. Very well bowled. The execution was perfect. A perfectly executed Yorker, a wide Yorker. Nicely played by the batter. The ball was on the up. Oh, slight fumble from the fielder. And the batter running hard for the second. That is directed. That was a good running between the wickets by both these batters. Navaneeth and Jitin stealing those doubles. And with that double, 150 up for Crick-IT. The team reaches 151 in no time. Again, nicely bowled. Chance of a catch. But the ball will land safely there on that occasion. Again, bowling according to the field. Very well bowled. A good over for Lords so far. Just 3 runs conceded in the first 3 balls. Bowling by Rajkumar, right arm. Fast, coming round the stumps. Nicely played to the long on region, but finds a fielder at the boundary line. Will get another single, and slowly we can see that after the wicket of Vivek, lots are coming back to this game. A boundaryless over so far. Can he finish it off well? Two more balls remaining in this over. Again, nicely bowled, driven offside. But will find the fielder again at the deep cover region. Beautiful piece of bowling from Rajkumar. 5 runs in the first 5 balls of Rajkumar. Perfectly bowling according to the field he has set. Now the batter Jitin on strike. A change of pace. Trying to bowl a slower one this time. A good thinking from the bowler. But the execution was little missing on that occasion. A wide there. But not a big deal so far. 6 runs is not at all a big deal in this 18 over game in this particular ground. Anything less than 8 or 9 will be ideal. Very well bowled. Oh, that's another wide. So 2 back-to-back wides. The bowler must be also under pressure. He need to finish this over really well. Can this be a boundaryless over? Jitin on strike. I'm sure he will try something in this ball. And a dot ball to finish with. The batter trying to flick it over the short mid-wicket fielder, because all the fielders on the leg side were inside the circle. But that was an absolute beautiful over from Rajkumar. Just 7 runs of it. And the first over in this 10 overs, a boundaryless over coming from Rajkumar. Beautiful piece of bowling there, Rajkumar. 156, 4 loss of 1. 10 overs completed. Eight more overs remaining in the first innings. Now we have Tanib continuing. Going to bowl the second over. Tanib to Navaneet. Very well bowled. Very well bowled. A dot ball to begin the over. Again the batter swings hard. Trying to play it on the onside. But gets the inside edge of the bat. They have wickets in their hand, so they can go freely. 276 is the projected score. 276 is the projected score. On the offside. Oh, nice work done by the fielder at the deep. Saved 3 valuable runs for the team. Good work done by the fielder. The batter saw a little bit width on that ball and went after the ball. Nicely played it above the point fielder there. Again the batters try to play on the onside, because we have a short square leg fielder and short mid-wicket fielder inside the circle. Good try from the batter Jitin. But outstanding ball from the bowler, keeping it wide of the hitting zone of the batter. Nicely driven, but finds a fielder at 30 yards. will not get a single there. Just a single conceded so far in this over. Turning out to be a good over for Lords. The last 2 overs were very good. A swing and a miss. Nicely bowled. Was able to hit the hard length there. Tanib beating the outside edge of the batter. 1 more ball remaining in this over. Just 1 run so far. Can he bowl 1 more boundaryless over? And a thick outside edge. And the reward for the discipline shown by the bowler Tanib comes in the last ball. Going for a big shot. Again, beautifully bowled. Kept away from the hitting arc of the batter. And the keeper making no mistake. That was a simple catch for the wicket keeper behind the stumps. Jitin departs after scoring a wonderful 50. So the last 2 overs were outstanding from Lords. And this is the beauty of this game. Anything can happen in this game. Like we saw in this game. First 8 overs were thrashed by Crick-IT. Smacked all over the ground. But the last 3 overs were a comeback by Lords. That's how the game it is. That's how the game of cricket. It is the game of comebacks. And that's the end of 11 overs. Ended off with the wicket of Jitin. 157 for 2 in 11. Seven more overs left in the first innings. 42 legal deliveries remaining in this first quarter final between Crick-IT versus Lords of the Spinvic cricket tournament presented by Cricmates. Another wicket. Another one. Priyat departs for none. So three quick wickets in no time for Lords. And now they have came back strongly back to this game and keeping this contest alive. Again, the plan was clear from Jitin Kumar. Keeping it away from the hitting zone of the batter. And takes a tiny edge. And the keeper gets the second consecutive catch. Again, we can see the players of Lords are pumped up. We could see the team huddle after every wicket. They are still believing in their skills. Good start for the over from Jitin. A wicket in the first. 2 new batters in the crease. Priyat and Deepin is the new batter walking into the middle for Crick-IT. 157 for 3. A wicket to start the 12th over. Taking his guard there. I think a leg stump taken as his guard. I think he will take a couple of overs to settle down. Then he will go for it. Nicely played it on the onside. A quick single taken on that occasion. Oh, that was not looking for that overthrow. But that was a brilliant throw from the fielder. Direct hit to the stumps. A single to start off with for Deepin. The ball was on his pads. Nicely flicked on the onside. A nice fielding effort. Good collection. That was fielder Vivek, I reckon. Good throw from the left arm. Interesting. A lefty on crease. Priyat. Jitin coming. Right arm round the stumps for the lefty. No, he keeps right arm over the stumps itself. Nicely played it, presenting the full face of the bat, and takes a quick single there. The intention from both the batters are very clear. They are starting the things slow. They are building a momentum, and they will go after it some time. We can see that the batter taking a bit of time because took a quick single for the last couple of balls. Nicely played it on the offside. A slight confusion in the middle. The batter sends him back. Another dot ball again. I think for the last 3 overs, there is no boundary scored. Nicely played it. And the ball will run away for 4. Beautiful pick. Picking on the onside. A nice flick of a wrist. I think that is a commentator's curse. I was saying that a boundary was not scored for the last 2.5 overs. But he picks the gap beautifully on the onside. The fielders were inside the circle. Oh, a swing and a miss. A slight fumble from the wicket keeper. A single on that occasion. Let's see the replay. A beautiful ball. Missed the off stump by an inch. 164 for 3. 12 overs completed. 6 more overs to go. Six overs left. 36 balls left in the first innings. We can see a slight bail change. 2 bails has been replaced. We can see the match official bringing out the bails from the pavilion, the dugout. I would like to thank Tripunithura Cricket Club for conducting this match day and night, and especially in the night. It's floodlight. Not everyone will get the chance of playing under the lights, but in this ground we can play till the midnight, from morning 8 till the midnight. None other grounds in Kerala can be played till midnight. A swing and a miss, beating the outside edge. A dot ball to start the 13th over. So the last 4 overs has been brilliantly bowled by Lots. Going for a big shot. The ball is high up in the air. Fielder coming under the ball and takes the catch comfortably. That was a beautiful catch. taken by the fielder Rajkumar. We can see it in the replay again. The batter trying to play a big shot, but the connection was a bit poor. The ball was high up in the night sky, and the fielder, making no mistake, comes under the ball, watched the ball till the last moment, and takes a brilliant catch. It's never easy for a fielder to field under lights, but Rajkumar made it look so easy. 164 for the loss of 4 wickets. 12.2 completed. And Tanib strikes again. Picked up his second wicket in the night. 2 for 18. 2.2 bowled so far. Aravind is the new batter. Nicely played in the front foot. Nicely played it with soft hands. A quick single taken on that occasion. Gets off the mark in the first ball itself that he faced. And we can see that the Lords coming back to the game after the wicket of Vivek. A brilliant comeback by the bowling team. Still, the job is unfinished. Need to finish well. 4 wickets gone for Crick-IT. They need to score bit more runs. A swing and a miss. The batter tried to go above the cover fielder, but straight to the wicket keeper, beating the outside edge. Nicely played it on the onside, but one bounce to the mid-wicket fielder. And makes a quick throw. Only a single conceded. 12.5, 166 for 4. This over also is turning out to be a brilliant one for Lords. Just 2 runs conceded so far in this over, and picked up a wicket too. And strikes straight back to the bowler. He could keep a finger on it. A single to end the over. Good over for Lords. 3 runs in the last over. Bowled by Tanib. "13 over completed. 167 for loss of 4. Nicely bowled by Jitin. Right on the money. A single to begin the over. Jitin J. Kumar. Go for a big shot. Couple of bounds to the wrong on fielder and slight fumble. And compensating that fumble, takes another run there. 2 runs because of that fumble. The batter could run for another. A slower one, a nice change of pace. And all the way straight down the ground for a maximum. Stand and deliver from the batter. Waited for the slower delivery and picked it well. A maximum after 4 overs. Must be some relief for the batting team, Crick-IT. And this time, thick outside edge. And one bounce for a boundary. Slowly the batting team, Crick-IT, have started to accelerate. Jitin Kumar must think of something. Nicely bowled. A good comeback from Jitin. Very well bowled. A peach of a delivery. Beating the outside edge of the bat. The batter had no clue about it. Nicely bowled by Jitin. Again of the similar fashion. 2 consecutive dot deliveries. Beautifully bowled by Jitin again. A dot ball to win the over. 14 overs completed. 180 for 4. 14 overs completed. 4 more overs left. In the first innings of the quarter-final one between Crick-IT versus Slots. And there's a slight change in the com box. Handing over the mic to Mohsin Jayden.
So 14 overs done. It's 180. Thank you, Sarath. And we are up here for the last 4 of the first innings. Sony to start. Aravind Sharma in action. The first one coming around the stumps in the form of byes. They got runs on board. Pretty interesting way to start. 181, 4 wickets down. Priyats alongside with Aravind Sharma. A projected score of 230 right now. When you calculate the current run rate, can they reach up to that? The first 9, they were able to put up something near 140 thereafter. It was a decent comeback from the bowlers of Lords. Well planned, good execution. The bowler is planning according to the field. Not to concede boundaries is what they are looking forward right now. 182 for the loss of 4. He was trying for a scoop. Missed it completely there. It was such a big start from their end. Couldn't believe the start they got. The first 6 itself they crossed 80. In the first 9 itself they crossed 140. A silent comeback after that. When you're trying for big hits, when you're trying towards the onside, you should definitely think about the line, the length that is coming towards you. Sony's plans, Sony's big execution. This is some great bowling here with one just ball to go. What a comeback here from the Lord's bowler. Bowling the first over of his spell. Went for 2 runs in the form of extras. That 2 byes will not count in his account. And thereafter, he bowled 2 dot balls, just 1 single conceded. Will Sony finish this on top? And now it's a hit. A fielder there in the deep, and that will be a 2 runs ward. An anticipation. Oh my goodness. He just missed that chance. End of the over, 15 completed. 5-run over comes to an end after 15. It is 185. Once after the first wicket falls, that restructure with that regrouping by Lord's captain made everything under their control. Bowlers were like they lost the confidence with many misfields and missed opportunities. But the comeback with 4 wickets in just matter of 6 overs made everything under their control here. Tanib edged, and that is in the gap for a boundary. When you get fast bowlers, you will just try to time. Even the better edge will find the boundary robs. Short that one inside the circle and see what is happening. Comes down the track, couldn't connect it. Fielder there in the mid wicket. Sixteenth over in progress, 190 on board for the loss of 4. Tries, and there it is, into the hands. Soft dismissal, another man down. You cannot judge a book by its paper. What a catch taken. He hollered that pressure on his shoulder and just taking a wonderful catch. He got few mistakes when he was there behind the stumps, but the comeback, that one good catch, makes it even better for Lords. 190 for the loss of 5. Another batter departs, Priyats. And there comes Ajit Divakaran. The captain walks into the middle. Final 3 overs. The final over of his spell. Tanib, and now picking 3 wickets here. The one to bring down the things for the team. That was such a valiant performance here from this right arm medium bowler, and see that connection that went all the way. Aggression at its peak there from Ajit, and he hits that one all the way with the lofted full swing. What a strike this is. What a start this is. Captain's knock. Still awaiting there for Crick-IT. Now he tried, and that is a miss. Missed by the keeper this time. By signals, and it's a boundary there. 200 up on the board for Crick-IT. Towards the end of over number 16. And Tanib. The one to remove Jidin Justin. The one to remove Priyats. The one to remove Debin. He was a threat to the middle order of Crick-IT there. And when you see the top order, Vivek and Jidin Justin, what a start. It was remarkable to watch, especially Vivek KV scoring 18-28. We all see a summary in the end of the innings, but the openers, they summarized the first innings with that big 148 stand in just 8.5 overs. They only took 53 balls to score that. At the end of 16, Tanib completed his spell by taking 3 wickets. It is 201 for the loss of 5 here for Crick-IT. And now that's a good shot to start. That's a good work to start here. Ajit Divakaran. Captain's knock in the first 2 matches. We all saw what he had done in the end. He had a good finishing touch so far in this tournament in Spinvic Cup 2026. And that's a big shot. That's a better one to connect. He is confusing the bowler by shuffling away from the crease. When you move away and shuffles in like that, that is a quick reaction time for the batter, but not for the bowler. Once after release, nothing to do for him. 4 then a 6. Sony bowled a brilliant first over for just 3 runs. Sony to continue. That was such an excellent start there for Crick-IT. In just 53 balls, they were able to put up 148 runs. Such a big partnership on top of the innings. Thereafter, we saw 6 good overs there from Lotz. Regrouped and came back together as a team. And that resulted in 5 wickets. Once again, he is trying to cut it. That was a big miss. 4-6-2 dot with 2 to go. This is the 17th over in progress. And you are watching the quarterfinals number 1 of Spinvic Cup 2026 happening here in Palace Oval, Tripunithura. Was trying to cut it, couldn't connect it well. Extra more runs added to the total. And that's a start. They are running hard. And they are completing it in big style. Oh, will they run for another one? No is the call there from Ajit Divakaran. Sony here to bowl that one last delivery of his over. And that will end up 17th over here. What is going to be the result? Comes down the track, hits it up. Man underneath, and it is Rajkumar. He will never miss those. Deep mid-wicket walks. And Ajit Divakaran departs. 6 down for 216. When you see that stage of the game, when they were at 148 at the end of 8.5 with the loss of 1 wicket, and with another 9 overs left, that 9 overs, the last 54 balls, it was all attached to Lords. They proved that they are champion team, and this will not harm them further. And that was a great comeback. Definite examples of coming back with the ball, with just conceding another 68 runs in the last 8. It was 53 ball, 148, then 68 in last 49 deliveries. Coming up, the last six balls of the innings. Rajkumar, after 3 big overs on top. Well scooped, well played there from Aravind Sharma. Every time they got one hitter there in the end. It's like a choice for Crick-IT. If Fajit is doing, Aravind will stay silent. If Priyat is doing, then the other partner, Aravind, will stay silent. If both are removed, it's my time and he will show up. Alongside with Akshay Divakar. A brilliant start to the over with 220 up on the cards. With that boundary there. 2 away from the right-hander. And that was inside the guideline. Very well bowled there from Rajkumar. Looking for a comeback. 4 more balls remaining. 220 on the cards. Can they make it 230, 240? Let's wait and see. With Rajkumar bowling, something under 15 is possible. Over than that, I don't think that is going to work for them. And again, swing and a miss. Another good wide Yorker there. Very good execution here from the bowler. The tail and the end of the story. Bowling wider Yorkers. Rajkumar is not even trying at the wickets. Just wanted dot balls. 3 more balls to go. They got a boundary in the first ball. And again, he is doing in a similar fashion, Aravind Sharma. He is so good at timing the ball. And he is watching the ball till the end. That was like a risk from the batter. And he had made it even better. The intent looks good. And now they got 8 runs. .4, 224 for 6. Aravind Sharma batting on 16 of 11. Rajkumar to deliver the last 2 balls. Where they are going to finish this innings is the question. Even a better try, and that will end up in a single. Got some bat on it. Aravind couldn't connect it well. Was looking for a switch hit, but he was not in position to make that shot. He went late to his execution, therefore the ball Just moved inside the circle with a third man standing for the right-hander. Final ball coming up. 225 for the loss of 6. Akshay Divagar to face that one last ball. Can Rajkumar finish this on a high note? Or will Akshay Divagar steal the show by hitting a boundary? Let's wait, let's watch. First quarter finals, the first innings towards the last ball. And this is going to be a classic one to watch out. That's a big one. That's a big try. And Aravind Sharma there, finishing the second run comfortably. They are here to finish it on 227. And this is for the third time they are scoring over 200 in this tournament. Very well done, very well played, Crick-IT Cricket Club. In 18 overs, it's a competitive total. And they are putting up a very good contest in front of lots. And what they need is 228 in 18 overs to win the match. You're watching Spinvic Cup 2026. Spinvic, a venture from Taldrop. Co-powered by Luris Mutut, the Hotel North 7. Thank you to Amore Gelato Cafe. And thank you so much to Cricket Shack and to Cricmates for organizing this tournament alongside with Golden Cube, the other sponsor. We'll have a 10-minute break. We will be back again. And it is a standing ovation there for Akshay Divagar, who is going to retire after this. Thank you so much for that long journey of cricket, Akshay. Having white hairs on his beard.
The umpires are out into the middle for the second innings for the first quarter final between Crick-IT versus Lords. Crick-IT in their 18 overs managed to score 227.
And that's it. The field is all set. It's time for the second innings. A chase of 228 here in 18 overs. And let's see what is going to be the story in the first quarterfinals of Spinvic Cup 2026. A tournament powered by Talrop, organized by Cricmates for the fourth season in a row. And now it is happening in day and light in this floodlight ground of Palace Oval, Tripunithura, which is having 75 years of cricketing history. Time to start the second innings, and it is Ajit Divakaran to start other things to set the stage with the new ball, and he will be up against Niyaz Rawat and Chandrakant. First ball, flick. Under the lights, it's a click. And this is just a start. This is the confidence I am having, Niyaz Rawat. What a statement there from the right-hander. First ball into the deck for a maximum. This is an interesting match. Shot straight back to the bowler. Quickly, Ajit Divakaran making a comeback here. When you see that stage with 227 the target, just see that delivery. Straight enough towards the stem. Bowling around the off. Oh, that is just away from the right-hander. The ball comes in and moves away. The previous one was from the good lengths. Was trying to manage and hit that ball in the middle stem line. And this one straight away to try and reclaim the position. Niyaz Rawat had a very good flick. And this is the quarterfinals. You need runs on board. Appeal will be under Wayne because the ball had some good big height. Hitting on top of the thighs. And that will go in favor of the batter. Four balls done, 6 runs on board. Drives it off. And there is a man in the covers. Seven for no loss, 5 balls done. 221 more to win from 103. And here comes Chandrakant, the right hander, the wicket keeper batter. So Niyaz Rawat was the one to break that partnership of 148 by bringing down Vivek. And tries. And that's it. Over to complete with the dot ball. 1 over done. 7 for no loss. Just a start to the power play. Chandru alongside with Niyaz Rawat. Once again, big thank you to Amor Gelato Cafe, Hotel North 7. To Talrope. To Spinvic, Avenger from Talrope. To Cricmates for organizing this tournament. To Cricket Shack for being the gear partner of the tournament. To Einspress for being the refreshment partner. And to Mutut Mini Financiers for being the co-sponsor. Alongside with Luris, Never Stop Pushing for being the apparel partner. Alongside with Golden Cube, another associate sponsor of the tournament. And there comes Ajay. Into attack. The bowler is there to start off the things. Coming over the stems. Had a decent outing with the ball in the last league stage with just 6 runs conceding. That one single over. Niyaz Rawat cuts it in front. And there is a failure in the deep. When you bowl that one in that just short area of the surface, and if you're not getting that result perfectly there, it is an ideal start there from the bowler. 101, 8 on board, 18 overs game, big runs on board. They need to act really quickly. Something near 15 per over will make them to reach that 228. Tries to pull that one, couldn't connect it, inside edge. And there he was trying for a placement, and there is a fielder running and completing that single comfortably. There was no first call thereafter. It was just like a rush from Chandrakant and Niyaz Rawat. 9 runs in 9 balls. When you see the start in the first over, Siddharth Sia started with a maiden over. Yes, there was runs in the form of byes. Other than that, it was just a big start there from the Lord's bowlers. But thereafter, this was the stage from where they started attacking after 9 balls. With 3 straight boundaries, Jithin Justin goes for 12 in that over, which was bowled by Rajkumar. From there, it was like a switch on to the engine. They were getting runs frequently. Not one, no two. Many in the form. And that was coming easily to the board. Resting the attack. 6 over 62. It was 10. Thereafter it moves to 12. Then 15. Tried. Couldn't connect it. The length is bowling. Especially under the lights. You will get that carry better from the surface. Ajay looking in a very good form here. In this format of the game, if you bowl in front of the batter, especially in Palace Oval, where we have the straight boundaries too short, which is under 45, it will be easy for the batter to get on with that lofted drives. And they are understanding it and bowling. Another good delivery to bowl there from Ajay. He was getting that natural ankle towards the right-hander. And that was coming around the off. Second over in progress. It's 10 for no loss right now. Chandru batting on 1 of 3. Once his batters get that start right, it was a very big start from Nias. Flicking the first ball, hitting a maximum. That was an ideal start, which any team looks for. But thereafter, the control was totally in the hands of Crick-IT. Inside edge. Better edge will find better boundaries. And that was a very good way to end the over. 14 up on the cards. 7-run over comes to an end. And that's the end of over number 2. Without any loss. Catches the call and that went all the way. 6 distance covered and that's a big start here from Nias. Ideal start to a power play. Let's look at that Spinvic replay. The ball was pitching up and Nias rather just touching it. An uppercut. Very well played. Good shot to watch. 20 up on the cards. Still Lords got that time. And they got another 17 balls left in the power play for that power strike. Can they do that? Let's see. Hitting it, pulling it, and that is going all the way. Looking like another boundary there. And that was just a push forward straight to the point. If you think like you got that time to rest, I don't think there is time to rest for the batters. You need to plan, you need to execute. If you get that start right, if you get 20 per over in the initial phase, then that will be easy for the batters hanging around there in the middle order. And also in the middle over, you can easily approach to that chase. Now you got only 2 fielders outside the circle. Drives it, but straight to the fielder. The sounding of the bat. It's not here. It's not that comfort, I think. $24 for no loss. 2.4 done. 2 dot balls after that maximum and boundary. Ajit Divakaran once again coming back. And now That's wow. Straight down. Excellent drive. Straight lofted drive there. Niyaz Rawat was so steady in making that shot. And that was just a beauty to watch from this right-hander. A natural opener. Once he gets started, he will go like this. And that is even a very big start. Captain adjusting the field, asking the third man to come in and asking the mid-on to go back. Pulls that one off. Long chase there for the fielder. And with a little bit grass, the ball was slowing down. And that ends the over with a couple. Very good over for them. After 3 overs, it's 30 on the cards. Now they are making 10 per over here, Lords. What a comeback. First ball, pulls it. That is the tradition he is having, Chandrakant. Once he see his partner striking, he will get along with the pace. That was short in length. What a shot it is. They are here to be the stars of Lords. Both these batters starting really well. Waiting for the first 2 overs thereafter. Hitting on the next 2 overs. What a plan. Chasing 228. And now they need below 200 to win. Pushed it. Rest it. And there is a fielder in the deep. It's always very important to collect the ball at the first step. You are closer. When you miss there in the first instant, that can even make couple easily for the batters. They're waiting for that one good fumble. And that's a good leave. What really happened there? Niyaz Rawat was trying for a scoop before the ball, and oh, when he saw that length coming in, that was ideal for him to scoop, but slight change in the line of the ball from Ajay. Rather bowling to the stump line, he made it outside the off stump. And even that little carry that he got from the surface helped him to bring that dot ball. 25 from 15 deliveries. That's the start he's getting right now, Niyaz Rawat. Oh, that is even a different bounce. One coming up right, the other one coming down. Very close to the pitch. It's not having that bounce. And there a fielder, and that's very close one. What a backup. 3 fielders, therefore that one ball to back up. One Debin Das, then Priyat, and in the end, Prajesh. Just see that throw from Vivek. He was there trying to break that stumps. 38 for no loss. And now the game is in a driving seat. Tries to cut, couldn't connect it. Swing and a miss. And it's a dot ball to wind up the over. After 4, it's 38 for no loss. Here for Lords. 190 exactly needed. 190 is what they needed in next 14 overs. That's a good shot. That's up in the air. And now that is going for a boundary in the mid wicket. Niyaz Rawat moving to 30 with that boundary. The score is taking to 42 now. 10 per over is a decent run rate here from the openers. They will think big once after they get into touch, since they got 14 overs left. Prajesh to continue. Just played that one in the soft hands. Going behind and playing that one in the soft hands. What making the batter on a dilemma is the ball is carrying in a different way. It's not an even bounce. Sometimes it will come in, sometimes it will go down. And that's a very good strike. Filler at the right area. There the captaincy matters. So far in this innings, when you see, he already made a protection there in that deep, that covers, which is close to cover, close to extra cover, not an exact cover in Palace Oval. This little adjustment will work. Asking the mid-on once again to go back. Straight down the ground. Filler over there. Aravind Sharma. Standing in the mid-off region. That is what is the field now for them. Having a square in front of the square leg umpire. Point, backward point. Third man inside. And a flying slip there behind the keeper to protect the boys when the keeper is up to the stems. And thereafter an extra cover and a mid-off. And now the plan is clear. And this is what that fielder will benefit you. Even standing as a fine leg, coming as a flying slip in Palace Oval will benefit surely for the team to not leak runs. You want someone that close to the keeper. So for Niyaz Rawat, and changed the mindset, Prajesh is asking the long on to be back. Oh, there it is. Testing, checking, into the hands. Dilemma made him down. Niyaz Rawat departs after scoring 31 in 21. And it's 45 for 1 here for Lords. First big wicket down here. Is the one to start in a big way with a big flick and finding that maximum. And now see. First one down. 5 overs done. Power play completed. On a high note, Crick-IT here defending that 228. What a shot. What a shot, Chandrakant. Remember, this man is going to be a dangerous spins and he will do whatever he can. Will play till the end. Bringing that runs on the table. This is going to be an exciting chase. 6th over in progress. That's a good one. Cuts it off in front of the square. And it's a brilliant shot. A very good one to watch. 50 up on the cards. Runs are coming in, lots. He's trying to attach that runs. Drives it off, and that's it. Unbreakable. And Chandrakant breaking everything there. Not a single movement there from the fielder. Once after that timing, once after that beats the infield. It was going so quick to the boundaries. Nothing else an anticipation was just enough to stop that ball. 6th over, it's 59. And what a start this is. Again, it's Chandrakant's. Ajit was just moving there from the cover point towards the backward point, and Chandru just finding that gap. That is such a high class quality shot here from this right hander. Square drive. Very well played, very well timed. And that even beated Ajit Divakaran for the second time in a row. Feeling like a county here. Chandru scoring boundaries in an easy way. And this is over number 6. It is 63 now. Went for an on drive. He got stuck there. But in the end, he found a single. What an over this has been. 3 fours, a maximum. And at the end of the over, it is 64 on board for the loss of 1 after 6. 3 overs, 34 is what Ajay conceded. Such a big day, such a good cricket. And further, it will be Sarats to join you in the com box. Welcome back.
After the completion of 6 overs, 64 for loss of 1. Nicely played it on the onside. A quick single taken on that occasion. Nicely played by the batter. Gillu played it to the long off region. Nicely bowled by the bowler. Straight back to the bowler. A dot ball. Appeal for LBW. And the umpire raises his finger. The batter Chandru trying to play it across the line. And Chandru departs. Beautifully bowled by Prashant Sharma. Gets the man in his first over itself. Nicely tossed up in the air. And batter trying to play it across the line. Missed it completely. "66 for 2. One more ball remaining in the 7th over. One more ball left in this over. Prashant Sharma. Jitin G is the new batter. Walked into the middle. Up in the air. There was a chance of a catch, but the ball landed safely. A single to win the over. 67 for 2 after the completion of 7 overs. Up in the air, but was unable to find the connection that he was searching for from the toe end of the bat. A variety action from the bowler Arvind Sharma. Now coming right arm round the stems to the lefty. Nicely bowled in the stump line, but a quick single taken. Good over so far for Crick-IT. 2 runs given away in this over so far. Nicely bowled, very well bowled from Arvind. Nice defense from the batter Jitin. Presented the full face of the bat. Going for a big shot. High up in the air, chance of a catch. But one bounce to the long on fielder there. Good effort from the fielder. Running forward. Good over from Aravind for Crick-IT. Just 3 runs conceded so far. Nicely bowled. Straight down the ground to the long on fielder. A single to win the over. After the completion of 8 overs, 71 for 2. is the score after completion of 8 overs. We have 10 more overs left in this second innings of the quarter-final one between Crick-IT versus Lodge. I would like to thank our sponsors Muthoot Mini Financiers, Ludis Sports, Cricket Shack, Golden Cube. Thank you very much for sponsoring our tournament. Nicely bowled by the bowler. Prashant, a chance of a overthrow. And they will get an additional run in the form of an overthrow. Jitin and Jilu are trying to build a partnership for Lords. An appeal, a big shout from the bowler. Umpire remains uninterested in that appeal. 72 for 2. 8.2 completed so far. Going for a big shot. And the chance of a catch. And the catch is taken safely. What a catch from the long off fielder. And Prashant strikes again. Nicely tossed up in the air. Asking the batsman to make a big shot. And the ball was high up in the night sky. And the fielder, making no mistake, takes the catch comfortably. Third wicket down for Lots. 72 for 3. On the back foot, struck hard, and the ball will sail all the way for a maximum. What a shot that is from the batter, Tanib. What a way to get off the mark with a maximum on the back foot. Nicely played. Again on the back foot and on the same area, but this time even more bigger. And with that maximum, Tanib completed 8,000 runs in Crick Heroes. What a big achievement. 2 maximums on a trot One more ball remaining in this over. Trying for another maximum. But this time, they didn't get the right connection on that occasion. 9 overs completed. 85 for 3. $85 for loss of 3. Nine more overs left in the second innings. 85 runs already on the board. 54 balls, 143 runs. Trying to play a big shot. Tanib missed it completely. And the keeper also misses it. Oh, but the off stump missed by an inch. A by boundary to start the over with. Nicely pulled on the onside. Oh, nice work done by the fielder at the deep mid wicket. Running hard to save that boundary. Nice work done by the fielder. Only a single. Nicely tossed up in the air. Asking the batsman to play a big shot. And the batsman says thank you. Put it away nicely, straight down the ground. Straight as an arrow. One bounce over the fence for a boundary. Nicely bowled. Angling in. Oh! That was a poor throw there. But that was an absolute beautiful ball. An off spinner drifting in. Bowling inside to a left-hander. Now the batter Tanib on strike. 2 more balls left in this over. He will definitely try to play a big shot. Oh. I think it's off the bat. But the bowler says to the keeper, it was from the bat. Swing and a miss. 2 dot balls. Two dot balls to end the over. 10 overs completed. 95 for loss of 3. $95 for 3. 10 overs completed. Again tossed up in the air. A single towards long on. Singles and doubles won't make much harm for the bowling team, Crick-IT. The batting team needs to score maximums and boundaries to win this game, to win this quarter. And waited and launches it for a maximum. And with that maximum, 100 up for Lords. 100 up in style. Tanib clears the fence easily. What a shot that is. And again goes straight down the ground. And for a maximum again from the batter, Tanib. What a shot that is. Amazing to watch. 2 back-to-back maximums on a trot. 3 more balls to go. He will definitely target. And again. And hat-trick of sixes. Unbelievable batting from Tanib. Keeps it low and swept it all the way for a maximum. Now 3 consecutive maximums. Wonderful job done by Jillu. First ball itself, he took a single and gave the strike to Tanib. And obviously, Tanib could create an impact. A swing and a miss. 1 more ball to win this over. He will definitely go for a biggie. He will definitely target the short boundaries on his left. That is onside. Nicely bowled. Very well bowled. Struck hard. Straight down the ground. A single. He will keep the strike by himself by taking that single on the last ball of that over. Very good over for Lords. 20 runs in that over. Eleven overs, 115 for 3. The game is still not over yet. Both the teams are having equal chance. And the chance of Lords is with the innings of Tanib. And nicely flicked on the onside. 1 bounce over the fence for a boundary. What a way to start the 12th over of Prajesh. What a way to welcome Prajesh nicely flicked it on the onside. The bottom hand comes into play. What a beautiful shot. A boundary to begin. $119 for 3. Steps down the track. Missed it completely, and the keeper too missed it. There was a chance of us jumping, but the ball went fast past the outside edge. Going for a big shot. All the way for a maximum. Stand and deliver. Clears the front leg and hit the ball through the line. What a shot that is from Tanib. He is surely creating an impact with the ball we saw in the first innings, and now with the bat. A wide. Trying to bowl away from the hitting arc of Tanib, but that will result as a wide. Going for a big shot, and this time above the short third man fielder, and the ball will run away for 4. Amazing to watch. Brilliant to watch from Tanib. A destructive innings. He is building and destructive innings. A lawful toss. Didn't get the right connection. A single. Tanib and Jillu. And now it's with Jillu. Will face the last ball of this over. Nicely played to the long off region. He will get a single comfortably. 1-3-1, 1-3-2 for 3, 12 overs, 36 balls, 96. Still chaseable when the man Tanib is batting like this at the moment. The score is quite chaseable. A dot ball to begin with. The non-striker was checking with the umpire that for a wide. A dot ball to begin. Now Jillu on strike. Steps down the track. And this time from the bat of Jillu. That is an amazing shot from the left-hander over the cover point fielder. The fielder will just watch the ball sailing over his head. steps down the track, straight down the ground, but finds a fielder at long on. Will get a single, not a big deal. And Tanib will be back on strike. 3 more balls remaining in this over. Tanib batting on 48. I'm sure the way that Tanib is batting is absolutely top notch to watch. And nicely played it on the offside. A dot ball. A dot ball in this situation is very hard to bowl. And Prashant Sharma nails it. A dot ball. Going for a big shot. And with that maximum, Tanib will reach his 54. 50 up for Tanib. And keeps the hopes alive for Tanib and the team lots. And goes over straight down the ground. What a beautiful shot that is. The ball was right under the bat and the batter launches it. 151 for 3. 13 overs completed. 5 more overs left. 30 ball 77. And it's still easy because Tanib is batting like this at the moment. And now we can see the players of Crick-IT having a chat. They are discussing, they are setting up plans. They need to find a solution to get the wicket of Tanib to get back to this game. A beautiful shot played by the batter Tanib again on the onside, a maximum. And the keeper too misses it. We are seeing it in the second time. The keeper missing it again. This all will be valuable runs for the batting team. Again goes on the onside. Even more bigger than the previous one. Another maximum for Tanib. A boundary to end the over. 4 more overs left. 56 runs to win.
Fourteen overs completed, 172 for 3. And what a start this is. Just a show off there from Tanib. 24 balls, 76 threes, boundaries, 10 sixes. 100 run stand between these two batters, Gilu Girishan and Tanib. And that was a one-man show. Terrific knock. Not just at one instant. On every occasion. The game was under the control of Crick-IT in the first 5 overs. Thereafter, everything changes. After Jidin Kumar falls down. Now, Gilu Girishan alongside with Tanib made a 100 run together, which is going to be that big twist of the game. Spinvic Cup 2026 having all the essentials, and this is an entertainer happening in Palace Oval, Tripunithura. Ajit Divakaran back into attack, and here we are going for the last 4. Can see slight adjustment there in the field. 15th over to start. 56 to win from 24 balls. And Ajit is not getting that run right. He's here to make it again. What a thriller of a game. What a knock that was from Tanib. It was like a highlights. Once after facing that first few balls thereafter. Was just calculating the number of sixes and hitting it. Swing and a miss. First ball, it's a dot ball to start other things. One good over will bring back the momentum, but on the other end, it is Tanib who is on that kind of a form. He is with 10 sixes. In that 76, he scored 60 in the form of sixes and striking at 316, which is on top of any bowler. Swing and miss, and that is a wide. Good call there from the umpire. Right after the completion of the action, the batter was coming down. That was going away. That was going away. Very good decision there from the umpire. It is Srihari alongside with Anish. And now that's inside the guideline. Very good one to bowl there from Ajit Divakaran. Someone who loves to pull is out there, who is so strong in the onside, and he is delivering the ball near to the guideline, very close to the wide line. And now that thick edge all resulted in a maximum. My goodness, what a hit that is. Gilu Girishan getting that thick outside edge And that went all the way. Strong body power. Ends up in a maximum there. 179 up. Runs are coming. The game is on. 21 ball 49. This is an interesting phase. And now that was a slice of a piece there from Gillu Girisen. Just in turn, making that boundary once after hitting that 6. 11 of this over so far. And this is the 15th one. 180 up. Oh, what a terrific approach this is. Again, very well bowled. Arvind Sharma, the only spinner to concede the least. 3 overs, 26. Other than that, fast bowlers done a decent job. Prashant got 2 wickets. It's all cricket happening here. And now this game looks like a batter's choice. 227 in the first innings, 184 in just 15 overs in the second innings. So far with 3 more to go after that one single delivery. Just a good neck. He's powering everything. He's here to make it bigger. Tanib, such a dangerous batter. Single and he will keep the strike. After 15, it's 185 for the loss of 3. Another good over there to wind up there from Ajit. That rush of a traffic conceding just 13 means a lot, and he is here to make the comeback better. And that will bring Ajay back into attack. Looks like Ajit and Ajay will finish the things. Will there be any other option is the question, but still, now they will stick with this plan. With Tanib out there in the crease, batting on 77 of 25. The one man to lead the show. Is the one to come in after the wicket of Jidin G. Kumar. Thereafter, he was hitting right from the start. That's up in the air. I can see the fielder. It's Ajit Divakaran. And he collected it. What a catch. Like Kabil does in 83. It was just a resemblance there from Ajit Divakaran moving back from the 30 yards. Not that much like in Lords, but Tanib, who was hitting the ball like wave in 83, is in the hands of Ajit Divakaran, the captain. What a knock comes to an end. 185, and that's a big wicket to fall down. Ajay strikes, number 4 down, and the game is back in the wavelength of Crick-IT here. An interesting phase of the game, having all that elements to watch out. It's a big evening here in quarterfinals number 1. And we are going to witness another cracker of 3 overs with 17 remaining. And there comes John James, the new batter. They got many left for that purchase. Amalas Nair, Rajkumar, Sony. All are good batters who is having that hitting power. Ajay to continue, hits the first ball, and that's in the gap. Boundary to start. Captain John James here to shoulder the things. What a start this is. Such a big knock to start the things. The evening is having lights, and it is looking bright in Palace Oval. Fest of a cricket. Spinvic Cup 2026. Thank you to Cricmates once again. To Talrop for making this happen here in the Palace Oval. Was coming down the track. Good looking Yorker there. That was in the hitting zone of John James. And he made a boundary in the first ball. Good way to start here from the captain. Gilu Girison so far playing a supporting character role. There to Tanib. Now will act and will push hard to bring down the result in the favor of Lords. A game of choices. Who meet the needs will take up this and enter the semi-final. Shot straight down the ground. It's a long chase there. Man there in the long off region for the left-hander. And that's a good single. What an over this has been. Wicket on the first ball. Sending back Ajay. Sending back Tanib by Ajay. Thereafter, a boundary to start other things here from John James. And just 2 singles. Fast bowlers doing the magic once again. They were the one to start in a high note in the first 4. Shot. John James. Oh dear. If anyone is standing there in the road, please move away. He's there with a firecrack. Goodness with big 6. He's such a big man. If you bowl in his strength, he will definitely hit you out of the park. What a shot that is. Just a one to watch out. Game is on. 197. 16th over in progress. And what they need is 31 from 13. Still it is not over. Under the lights, the ball will travel. Better and enough. And that is now the advantage here for Lords. Winning the toss, electing to bat. Nothing does wrong. Crick-IT put up a show of 227 there on the board. And thereafter, see that. It's a big chase here. A game to watch, a game to remember in the history of amateur cricket. Crick-IT vs Lords. He was hitting hard down the surface and straight to the fielder. Navneet once again. John James will keep the strike. End to the over. That's a big over. When that winds up with that big 6. 13 run. Another 13 run over comes to an end. Ajay is here to make the magic perfect after 16. It's 198. They are just away from 30 runs. 30 runs away from the victory. 12 balls remaining. What a game. Penultimate over to walk out here from Ajit Divakaran. Captain to captain. John James on the other end finding a single. And he is rotating the strike to Gilu Girison. This is not going to be an easy task. 199 up on the cards. This is the crucial over. And it is here to handle by the captain Ajit Divakaran for Crick-IT. What a match. Was trying to pull and there it is straight to the fielder and that's a good work. Not in the hands. He is quite disappointed. Shouting at the fielder. Captain's frustrations. You should take that in that spirit. Have a look at that replay. Missed by Ajit Divakaran. Chance of a dot ball. Was just lost. 200 up on the cards here for Lords. 28 runs away from victory. And now the batter is walking back. Is there ready to go for a retirement. The game is on. 17th over in progress. Rajkumar walks into the middle. And goes for a slice. Big piece of a kick. And that's a very good one. 4 runs. What a shot this is from John James. Powering it up all the way. He's going for that full swing across. He knows there will be something connected. And that was connected and they got that boundary. What a game. What a game of energy. 3 more balls remaining. They will try to assure at least 15 runs in this over. Captain to unsettle. Big wicket. Ajit Divakaran strikes. John James departs. More than anything, they needed that dot ball there. And in the form of a wicket, they achieved it. Captain strikes for the second time. This is a big over. 2 more to go. This is the 17th over. A knock comes under the shutters, and it is John James walking back. Scored 17 runs in 7 balls, 2 boundaries, 1 6. And a strike rate of 242. John does his best. And now rest in the hands of Sony and Rajkumar. 8 balls remaining, 24 runs to win. How close the game is. We saw a thriller of a game. And that made the start. Even without a function on a big entertainment here in Palace Oval, that one big match. And thereafter, this is another Crick-IT show. Now they are up against Lords, having that upper hand. A very good over here so far from Ajit Divakaran. Just conceding 6. He's making the things back under the control of Crick-IT. Captain leading the show. So I was just exactly talking about the match between Hustlers and Crick-IT. Hanson show made a big deal. Comes down again, Sony. Tried for a big shot. Will that run away for a boundary? Man out there. Rajkumar will definitely try and complete. 2 runs because he need that strike. Up goes the finger. Sony departs. He was waiting to get that decision right. And in the end, just taking up everything in his mind, he took his time to calculate. And there they lost another single run. Look at that replay. There was a fielder just in front of the umpire. It was Jebin Das. Could you believe it? How can you stand in front of the umpire like that? With the game which is not having any referrals to go upstairs. And that was a big mistake. You should watch out for that. End of the over. 17 completed in the form of a run out. They got only one single run. And it is 205 for the loss. Is that one shot? I don't think. It is one single run, I think. What is the end result? Scorer to update. And we will update further. We cannot predict anything that is happening there down on the ground. Let's see. What is the score at the end of 17? Is it 205? Is it 204 itself with a loss of 7? Anyway, a wicket come down. And we are waiting on that. Yes, it is 204 for the loss of 7. There was a one shot happened in between. And there comes Amal Esnaya to join with Rajkumar. The final over. 24 is what he needed in 6 balls. And this is a game of cricket. Having all that entertainment. Once again, big story to tell. 2 good batters out there in the center. One last show. Lots of Crick-IT. We will get the result at the end of 6 balls. This is the 18th over. The final over of this classic match. This classic quarterfinals here in Spinvic Cup 2026. We will get a big result. Navneet into attack. First ball, very well done. It's a long chase. What a save. What a save there. Stunning one. And that will get a big applause there from the crowd. Aravind Sharma, man of experience. And see what happened here. He was rotating like a spinny. Couldn't believe it. What an effort. Just a big one to start off. Rajkumar still having the hops alive. 5 balls remaining, 22. Navneet. Now he missed it. Navneet with a good length delivery. Rajkumar going for a cross-batted swing across. That was bowled in that fifth line. You got many options here in this ground. Let's see what is going to plan for the next 4. 2 or 6 for 7. Navneet just want one ball to settle here. And that single will not make them in danger. Crick-IT. Now they can laugh with a 50% mindset. Another 3 balls remaining. What they need is 21 runs here to win the match. And Amalas Nair will take up the show. Oh, there it is. There it is. The batter was moving. He was coming out of the off-stump line. Just see, before the action, he was there. And that's a very brave decision from the umpire. Excellent one there from Srihari. You cannot move like that before the completion of the action. And now Navneet didn't making it away. Bowling close. Let him do whatever he can. What an over this is. Under pressure coming to a final over. And that was a game-changing moment. I would like to appreciate Ajay and Ajit Divagaran for the 3 sensational overs. Ajit to start the final 4. Then Ajay, then Ajit. And now Navneet. And that's it. The story, the big story of quarterfinals comes to an end. It is Crick-IT here with a big win against Lords. A classic encounter comes to the tail end and the end of the story. It's a big victory there for Crick-IT. What a match. What a knock there from Tanib. It was all a cherishing moment here. Spinvic Cup 2026. Dream of a start. And now they are here to end up their story. A team to back that 2 points from that points table. They were at the number 6 position. From there, they are here with 1 climb up. And they are now in the semi-finals here in Spinvic Cup 2026. Congratulations on your win. Very well done, very well played. And that was just a game to watch out. And hero of the day, hero of the match. It is not the bowlers. On the 2 ends, we saw the batters doing the job. Tanib from Lords. On the other end, Vivek KV put up a show for making that 84 in just 28 balls with 6 sixes and 9 boundaries. Innings to watch out, and he is the player of the match award. Congratulations, Vivek KV. Well done, well played. Thank you for that game that will be a reminder for everyone. Just not for one single day, but for the ages. Lords vs Crick-IT Classic. We saw one in the Lords Cup and now in this Spinvic Cup. And again, these 2 teams having that banger around made a terrific approach towards cricket. Thank you so much for that entertainment, and we'll be back with another match coming up next. Bunsey Aging Bulls up against Seahawks for the quarterfinals number 2.